Namaste friends, welcome back to the Sarthi Technology. From last 15 videos, we are learning about FastAPI and I think this is good time to dive into database section. In upcoming videos, we will discuss about packages that we will need to use for database operation. We will discuss how to install the packages. After that, we will create one database that we will use in this whole section. And after that we will connect our project with the database and then we will perform some CRUD operation. Okay, so these are the topics that we are going to cover. So first let's discuss what packages we are going to use for this. Okay, so we have two packages that we will use in this database section. So first is SQLAlchemy and the another is PyMySQL. So before going to the practical, let's have some discussion. What are these two packages and why we use these? Okay. So first is SQLAlchemy. So SQLAlchemy is a popular Python library for working with database. It provides tool to interact with database without writing raw query. Okay, so you can also perform Python object based operations and you can also write raw query. Okay, so we have both options. Okay, so here you can see abstraction from SQL. So instead of writing raw queries, that is select string from users, for example, you can use Python objects. So user.query.all. Okay, so using this function, you can perform the same operation that you can write using the raw queries. Okay, so this is the first advantage of this SQLAlchemy. The next advantage, that's why we are using the SQLAlchemy, is your code work with different databases. Okay, so if you are working on MySQL and you have written your codes, and if you switch with the another database, for example PostgreSQL or SQLite, you don't have to rewrite your code. Okay, so without any major changes you can just switch to another database. Okay, now the third and best feature of this SQLAlchemy is security. So it prevents from the SQL injection attack. Okay, so this is very important feature. Now you have flexibility to write a raw query or Python object based query. Okay. And for Python object based query, you will create one model class and perform some action operations that we will see in upcoming videos. And here you can see one another point, that is productivity. So you can define models, that model will represent the table. Okay, and you can also make relation one to one, one to many, many to many. So these are some advantages that's why we are using SQLAlchemy. Now let's talk about the second package, that is PyMySQL. So what is the PyMySQL? PyMySQL is a pure Python MySQL client library and it allows Python program to connect directly to a MySQL database and run raw SQL query. So first feature is it can directly connect to the MySQL database, but in the case of SQLAlchemy, it cannot directly connect to the database but perform query related operations. Okay, so using the PyMySQL, you will just connect to the database and perform operation using SQLAlchemy. That's why we are using these two packages. Now, why we use this PyMySQL? So first thing is direct query facility. So you can just write raw queries to the database. It is lightweight because it has no ORM. So using the PyMySQL, you can write only raw queries. But in the SQLAlchemy, you have both features. Now the next is control. So since you write SQL yourself, you have full control over the queries. That means you can write complex queries to the database. Compatibility. So it works well with Django, Flask and directly in script when you only need a simple MySQL connection. So one thing I have not discussed yet, that is DB API PEP 249 compliant library. So this means if this PyMySQL is following this standard, that means it has same function name that other libraries follow if other library also following this standard. For example, for connecting the database, the same function name will be used which is defined under this standard. Okay, so if it is not clear, please write in the comment box. I will create a separate and detailed video. What is this? Okay. So I think this is enough for the theory perspective. In the next video, we will see how to install these packages, and also we will create one database. And in the upcoming videos, we will perform the operation on the same database. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.